If you're from the office chair subreddit, welcome. This is the Knead KC01 office chair by Knead Furniture. Well, not yet because it has to be assembled. Even though it comes with assembly instructions, putting it together is pretty straightforward, and as you and I go over every part of this chair, I want to know your thoughts, so leave plenty of comments below. For everyone out there rocking dual monitors, feel free to check out the link in the description as we get started. Inside the box, we have the body of the chair, 2 4D adjustable arms, 1 piston, the 5-star base, 5 dual wheel casters, and 4 screws, washers, and 1 Allen key. I know you guys didn't click on this video for assembly instructions, so I won't give you any. There are 3 things that always concern me when checking out office chairs. The first concern is, does the seat cushion bottom out? The second concern is the arm pad too hard? And the third concern is, will I get too hot and sweaty in this chair? Because, real talk, I'm warmer than the average person and I'm not trying to have swamp crotch or booty juices. Shout out to Honestly. Even though Knead sent this over to me for my unfiltered thoughts and opinions, I'm going to put them through the ringer because I owe that to you, the W gang. One thing I'm not going to do is talk about what the Knead KC01 office chair isn't. So, don't be surprised if you're 6 foot 3 inches or over 300 pounds and discover this chair isn't for you, because Knead says the height range for this chair is 5 foot 3 inches to 6 foot 1 inch and can support up to 300 pounds. Also, they say the KC01 is for people who like to have strong support for your lower back and want a lot of adjustments to customize how you sit. Now, don't go telling everybody, but I'm 6 foot 1 inch with a lot of muscle mass plus a current dad bod, so I think I'll really push this chair to its limits. Now, let's talk about the 360-degree lumbar support. I see what Knead was talking about when they said that their lumbar system pivots in all directions. No matter which direction I lean in, I feel the elastomer move with me, which is important because it would really suck if I leaned to one side and had a non-responsive lumbar system cut into my back. Adjusting the lumbar system is pretty straightforward. To raise or lower the lumbar support, just use a little bit of force with both hands to move it up and down. While the KC01 does provide strong support for your lower back, I like a chair that is a little bit more aggressive with the lumbar support. To clarify, that's just my preference. Knead never said their chair has aggressive support, but rather used the word strong. The bottom line for the lumbar support is, the KC01 is not going to allow you to slouch or round out the bottom of your spine, so you're going to have a good form with this lumbar support, which is the goal. When it comes to the 4D armrest, when sitting straight up, I'm not able to make full contact and rest my elbows in the armrest when it's at full height. To do so, I will need to be hunched over for both my elbows to make contact or leaned over slightly to my left or right to get full contact. There's a certain range that's comfortable for me and the armrest height adjustment falls slightly short of that. It's kind of hard to show in the video, but know that it's something that I can comfortably do in steel case chairs without having to lean over. So if you're shorter than 6 foot 1, then you should have no problems. When it comes to other features, I appreciate being able to pivot the arms inward and outward. Also, I can adjust the depth back and forth as well as the width of the arms. I'm surprised the armrest is firmer than the Steelcase Series 2 office chair. The armrest isn't too firm to turn me off, but it definitely caught my attention when I unboxed it. To put it simply, the armrest doesn't feel like it would cause any bone pain or anything like that, but Knead, if you're listening, and I know you are, the armrest can't be firmer than this. The future designs must reverse and add a little bit more softness because if I'm being frank, the feel on the Steelcase Series 2 armrest has ideal cushioning and firmness, in my opinion. For the 5-star base, I'm glad it's made of aluminum. Just anything other than plastic pleases me because you don't want to sit in your chair one day and hear a crack in the plastic base. Trust me, that's happened with one of those heavy-duty plastic chairs they market to gamers. I'm not going to say any brand names, but you guys should know what I'm talking about. The ones that kind of mimic racer seats, yeah, don't go with those. So good job here, Knead. The wheel casters are pretty solid. I'm easily able to slide around my hardwood floors, and sorry, I don't have any carpet in my house, so I won't be able to tell you how that performs. The backlock control is pretty satisfying because to switch into recline mode, I lean up and slide the backlock control inward with my left hand to hear an audible sound that lets me know I'm in recline mode. To lock myself into sitting up straight, I I do the reverse, sit up straight, lean forward to not put any additional weight on the back, and pull the lock slide outward to lock me into the upright position. After reading the guide, I also learned I can lock myself in a mode that's between the upright and fully lean back position, and that I can lock myself into the fully recline mode. Personally, I'm never going to lock myself into anything other than the upright position, but it is good to know the option is there for those of you that want to do so. On the same left side is the recline tension control that gives me resistance when I lean back, or none at all if I keep it decreased. I discovered that my favorite setting for the back lock and control tension is to leave the back lock unlocked and push the tension into its highest resistance. That allows me to sit up when I want and have a lot of resistance when I lean back. The seat depth adjustment on the right side is pretty straightforward. Pull out the slider while moving your butt forward to increase the depth, or move your butt backwards to decrease the seat depth. Adjusting the seat height is pretty straightforward as well. Pull the tab while taking your body weight off the seat to elevate yourself, and apply your body weight on the seat to lower it to your desired height. The seat itself isn't contoured or anything, not that it needs to be. Like I said earlier, I'm pretty hefty right now, and the good news is I never felt the bottom of the chair while sitting in it this past week. Truthfully, I'm not sure I had any expectations for the headrest, but I'm pretty impressed. The material is the same that's on the back of the chair. It's a single layer of that cocoon mesh fabric that I can see through, so I know it's breathable. In terms of comfort, it hits the spot for me. I can feel the fabric moving with my head, and it feels comfortable enough for me to fall asleep on. I like how the headrest can rotate up and down, and the height can be adjusted up and down as well. I gotta admit, the Knead KC01 office chair is very aesthetically pleasing. In my opinion, there are a lot of ugly chairs out there, but this isn't the video for that. We can talk about that another time. It's kind of like buying a car. You don't want to drive around something that's ugly if you have the budget to get something that looks very nice and functions just as well. That's where I'm at with the Knead KC01 office chair. The use of adjustment pull tabs for the chair's control is really innovative because all the chairs I've sat in had levers or knobs that interfere with the visual lines of the chair. That might not be something you catch at first glance, but that's something that makes this chair even more aesthetically pleasing. The cocoon mesh fabric does indeed feel very durable and breathable. I haven't felt my body heat radiate back on me, which is always a plus. The seat fabric feels durable and breathable as well. I haven't had any butt sweat concerns, which again is always great. I can't speak on how it performs with stains. That's something I will have to update you guys on later. I do eat at my desk and often drop food between my legs onto my seat, so I'm sure I'll quickly find out. Regarding the color, I love that the KC01 comes in white with gray accents. However, I wish the black version had an all black aluminum base to complete the all black look. That's something to consider for the future as well as a black and white version. So the question that remains, is the Knead KC01 office chair worth it? Just to keep it real, Knead and 2 other manufacturers are on my short list of who I would buy chairs from. I'm not sure what the price of the Knead KC01 will be in the future, but grabbing it at $450 without a headrest or $500 with a headrest is something I would do, considering all its features and what the competition is priced at. If you're interested in buying the Knead KC01 or want to check out their lower price KC02 office chair, check out the link in the description. I'm interested in knowing you guys' opinions, so leave some thoughts in the comments below. As an owner of a Steelcase Series 2, if you want to know how the Knead KC01 compares to it, watch this video. If the comparison video isn't on your screen, that's because it's in the pre-planning phase and will be available later, so check out this home office video instead. W Gang, we out.